Hey guys, welcome to Marching West. This is episode 3.5. It's a companion to the map and the territory where I walk you guys through how I set up my hex map so that I can procedurally reveal parts of it to my players. So for this, we're going to need two things. We're going to need Worldographer, which I have up here. This is what happens when you just click it and it boots up before you start anything. And you're going to need Paint.net, which I have up here as well. You can download both of these for free online. So first off, Worldographer. I'm going to click No Free Trial Mode because I have the free version. What you're going to do is you're going to click File, New. This is where you start up your hex map. You've got the dimensions 10 hexes wide, 10 hexes high. Make it whatever you want. I'm just doing this for a demo, and you notice you have the hex width and height in pixels. And I'm gonna fill my hex map with let's do cosmic stars. That's gonna be fun. Generate map, and you're gonna notice that right here there's going to be a starry hex map. And you can see if I go into terrain and I blank some off, it's going to be a little bit easier to see that these are in fact individual hexes if hexographer will cooperate. There we go. Alright, so you see how it's super wide like that? You go into options and hit wide terrain placement. If you want just single hexes, you can go like this. Okay, so this is going to be our like underlayer. For what you're going to be doing, this would be the map that you're making. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit new, and don't worry, your map's going to be safe. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and this it matters what you want to set it to. We're going to set this to border only, because if you notice, border only is the white hex. So you're going to set this to border only, and you're going to click generate, and you're going to have a second tab that's map 2, and this is going to be the exact same map. And when I say the exact same, I mean 10 by 10, but also the hex width 48.3 and the height 41.8 is going to be the same on both. And this is important because if these are different, when you export them as images, they're going to have different heights and widths in pixels so that when you go and you layer them on top of each other, the hexes and the lines aren't going to line up perfectly. So let's just go here, export this image, and save this as Starry Beach. And I'm going to go into here. I'm going to go to map 2, and I'm going to save this as Starry Beach cover. Notice I'm exporting these. I'm not saving them so that they spit out PNG files and not Worldographer files. So I'm going to do Starry Beach cover. Alright, and that's all we need Worldographer for. So we can close that out, open up Paint.net, and you see this background layer. I mean, you can leave that there for now because you can't delete the only layer. So what we're going to do is you're going to go into Layers in Paint.net, and you're going to click Import from File. Now you're going to go find the Starry Beach or the base layer map that you just made. Import that, and you're going to see over here it made a new layer on top of the background layer. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take this, you're going to drag it over to the corner, and you're going to want to zoom in and get this pixel perfect to the corner. So click here, drag it out. And there we go. Pixel perfect to the corner. Hit enter, and that saves that there. So now we can click background, and we can click this little red X for delete layer. And so now the only layer that we have right now is our base map. So now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go into import from file, and we are going to go to Starry Beach Cover, and we're going to import that, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Just drag it roughly, zoom in, and then drag it all the way. Oh, yep. All right. Pixel perfect. So what this now means is that let's say your town in your starting map is in 001005. So now, having the Starry Beach cover layer selected, you're going to select the eraser tool and turn the hardness up to 10 and turn the brush width up a little bit. Not that high. And you're going to go to this hex and you're going to just erase the top layer. And this is going to be what your players see. And now let's say they come to you and they say, I want to chart an expedition due eastward. All right, so they're going to do their expedition. Let's say they go 3 hexes east. You're going to clean out these hexes just from the top layer. You're going to go up, hit File. You're going to save as, does both. It saves the paint.net file that you can then edit later. So you hit Save As, it saves as a PDN. And then you're going to want to save it again, and you're going to want to click PNG. So you can save it as the editable paint.net file that has the layers separated. And then when you go to save it as a PNG, it compresses the 2 layers. Alright, so that's really just the bulk of this video. You delete or you erase the top layer whenever someone explores something, and that's the new map. And you just keep doing this ad infinitum, and eventually you're going to get this long progression of slightly more revealed maps. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, what you can then do is you can go to Import from File, and I gotta find my texture folder, which is around here somewhere. Alright, so I found my texture folder. It is in the folder that I made for the maps for my West Marches game. I don't know why I put it there instead of just where I would look for it. But go into textures and get a parchment texture and just open that. And that's going to be your new top layer. And you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to drag the corner out. And it doesn't have to be pixel perfect on this one, but, you know, I like it like that. So I'm going to just drag that out a little bit more. Alright, so now we have the problem of we can't see the layer underneath. So that is when we are going to go to, you're going to click this wrench here, or you can click Layers and go to Layer Properties. And what you can do is you can take this opacity and you can scale it back. So let's say you find an opacity that's good for you. Let's say 96 seems good. And then what I'll do for this, I'll just take this, and you see how this says merge layer down? Boom. This just puts the Starry Beach cover, and it takes the Starry Beach cover and it just layers the parchment on top of that, and it makes them one layer. So now, when you go to erase the cover layer, you will erase both the parchment and the cover layer. And, I mean, if you find a texture you like, I just use a generic parchment, but, you know, get crazy with it. But that's everything I got for you. Until then, or until next time, this has been Marching West episode 3.5, and I am Billy Frederick. Thank you.